Muslims always come up to me and they say, Mr. Smith, we don't like the Old Testament. I say, why is it you don't like the Old Testament? And they say, well, because it has stories of prophets that are sinful, and God doesn't use sinful prophets. Therefore, the Old Testament must be corrupted because it's full of these evil sins of the prophets. And I shake their hands and say, thank God you said that, because you've just made my point for me. Now, they're kind of a little befuddled. They don't know what I'm talking about. And I say, stop and ask yourself, what is it that historians always look for in archaic texts? One of the first things they look for is embellishment, because that's what people do. They embellish the stories of their prophets. And I say, look at your own prophet, Prophet Muhammad. Where do you get your story from him? They usually don't know. I said, don't you get it from Ibn Ishaq? Don't you get it from Ibn Hisham? Yes, you do. You get everything you know about your Prophet Muhammad. Does not come from sources from his time, nor do they come from the century after his time, nor do they come from the century after that. They come from Ibn Hisham from the 9th century, about 835 AD, for a man that was living in the 7th century. And it's that material that really is the earliest material you have on your prophet, but it's 200 years of what? 200 years of oral tradition. So that by the time it's written down by Ibn Hisham in the 9th century, you find that your prophet is the best lover, he's the best husband, he's the best king, he's the best lawyer, he's the best leader. In every category, he is the best. He is superlative. There's nothing wrong with Muhammad. Why? Because he's been embellished for 200 years. 200 years of oral tradition, 200 years of embellishment, and that's the problem with your Quran. So you have to say this about our scriptures, especially the Old Testament, and about our prophets, because you don't like the fact that nothing has been embellished. But the historian looks at that and they say that's why the Old Testament is credible. The fact that it hasn't been embellished, the fact that they've left the evil stories, these sinful stories of the sins of the prophets, the fact that the Jews refused to take this out proves their authenticity. And the Old Testament is unique in this. It's the only one of the archaic text that's religious that leaves the sins in. Thank God they did, because now I can trust it.